relationship.
Very good point.
So that's a
No girl wants to what?
lead a relationship.
Yep.
Why not?
You'd be happy with going home, like working all day long, feeding him, taking care of him, all that shit. Like, and he just
Do
stays
I have
at
a
home.
son?
You want your man to be in the kitchen and raising your kids?
I don't like
This is your
changing
first time in
diapers.
California,
But
right?
do you think that's because you're young?
Wait, but Angela, this is your first time in California, right? Like you're
Yeah,
from Florida, yeah?
This is interesting.
Okay, yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Wait, how old are you again?
Stan.
I'm 24.
So do you think the way you 24 or 34, you'd feel the same way?
I might.
Would you rather like be like in, I don't know, the construction site
Wait.
or like change your kid's diaper?
I wouldn't be doing construction.
But
I have a degree. So like I can use that. I went to college and like I am educated. It may not look like it or sound like it right now, but I can get a job and I can.
In what though?
I have a business degree and a Spanish minor, and also I have my own business already.
So you would be okay with dating a guy and he was just at home and you took care of majority of the bills, like when the bills had to be paid, all the main majority, like the bills.
I feel like as a woman, the only thing I'm willing to settle for is equal.
What
But
is
like
equal?
as a man, they can pay for you and you could just do whatever you want. Right? I mean, I could do that, but I don't
I
want to.
could.
It feels
I'm a control
draining.
freak, so I could.
So you'd
I
be
feel
okay
that.
with, you would do it, changing the tires, oil change, paint the wall.
I would
patch
pay
the hole
someone
in
to
the
go
wall.
do it.
That's so. But you
But
wouldn't
those are
respect your
different.
man.
Those are different.
That's different.
Because
If I had to pay another man to come to my house to fix the wall when there's a man at home that could do it, I would not respect that relationship.
no, not at all.
Some men don't grow up learning those skills, though.
But do you think you enable that?
What?
You
should
enable that.
learn.
There's YouTube. There's Home Depot.
Yeah.
They
Well,
teach you
Okay.
this.
In that case, go have sex with a plumber. I'm serious answer.
If he has a good
no,
personality and
what,
take care
what
of
you were just
takes
talking
care of
about,
me, yeah.
what you were just talking about was like,
Emotionally.
will he do the drywall? Will he repair the car? Blah 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 blah. Okay, cool. If you want that in a guy, then go sleep with a guy who's a plumber. Go sleep with a guy who's a mechanic. But you're not sleeping with guys who are plumbers and mechanics, are you?
Actually.
You're probably sleeping with guys who have a bit more like high status or have a big social media or who are in a band or something
Because
like
that's
this.
the culture now. Nobody
Let's-
actually grows with their partner anymore. Like nobody actually wants to start a relationship from the ground with anybody anymore. Everybody wants to finish at the finish line. That's why we have these crazy standards of like dating a guy that has created his status, and now you have to submit to the ideas of what he created. This is his metric, so you kind of have to submit to it. But if you're like for me, I met mine when he was dead broke. So for me, it's like we don't have that type of like relationship where I have to submit to these crazy. I was there when there was nothing. I was there when there was like no idea what the future is going to be, and that's like unconditional in my mind. So it's more traditional. But
That is good.
It's
I like
a
that.
deeper
You,
bond,
I agree.
too,
You
at
you
that
had
point.
you had faith in the guy.
Oh, hold on just a sec, guys.
$100.
Thank you, man.
I consider myself a high-value man. I make 7 figures and would be considered a 7. Why would I choose you over a traditional woman?
Why?
Just
Do you want all the girls on this
Which
one?
guy? Yeah.
Well,
Here,
that's him,
let's start
though.
with
I mean,
Keely.
So
Keely,
like,
go
I
ahead.
feel like everyone wants a different type of relationship. So what's traditional to you might be someone else's different traditional, you know? So
She said. No. I mean, like, yeah, everyone thinks differently. What do you mean? What would make a 7 that has some money, what would I be worthwhile to them? I don't know. I feel like you would just see it. If you don't see it, you don't see it. Not everyone's for everyone.
exactly.
Okay.
What if you're a woman who doesn't care about money? Then what value do you have if you've based everything off money?
You don't care about money?
I'm not saying me. I'm saying
Oh,
in general.
if
If you're
there
a
was a
woman,
woman.
who
Because
doesn't
there is people out there who want
care,
to.
and this is me as well. I could say I'm including myself in this. If you don't think that money is the biggest thing ever, then what status are you at
Well,
in other ways?
I think that's just
When you enjoy
Like-
someone's company and you love
What?
them
So
and you
you're
want to
just
be
okay
with them,
being
that's-
happy and in love with your partner? How dare you?
Nobody's
like,
my
wow.
Yeah, but if he's struggling and he can't pay the bills,
He can't pay him this month, I'll pay him. You
Yeah.
can pay him next month.
how many months can you really do that for? If you're like, babe, I've been
I did it
paying
for
the
a
bills.
year.
I think-
Where is he now? That's the whole point.
think
No
you'll
one's
be,
gonna do it. We're not gonna be happy with that.
you'll be a
so
lot
it's
more
pointless.
tolerant
do
of that at a
something
younger
work.
age than when
Wait,
you
say it again?
get older.
You can make things work.
When you're young,
You gotta find
but
people on
you
your
don't
same
have time.
level.
What can I ask? What
Same
age did you
frequency.
meet your husband?
4 years ago, so when I was 24.
Yeah, good age. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's like you found a good horse and you backed that horse and you stuck by him.
It depends on the culture. Like I come from like poverty, so I didn't have much to bargain with. So I mean, I'm in Miami now, and I see a lot of the girls you're born with status value as women. Like you're already hot. You have boobs. You have ass. Social media really glorifies how you look. So therefore, we already feel like we're 10s. But the problem is that deteriorates when the guy meets you and you're not smart or like you're not intellectually like there, emotionally connected with anyone, you don't have common sense, you don't have wits, that slowly dwindles down. Like the looks go away because there's other girls that are going to be hotter who match and who's willing to do more for less. So that's why I'm saying that it's a corrupted culture when it comes to dating, because everyone's just kind of devaluing themselves at this point, because you don't realize you're not offering much in the relationship. You're not willing to start when he's you don't want to date the potential, but then you also don't want to submit to dating 3 girls at one time with a guy. So you're kind of fucked is what I'm saying.
You're spitting.
I'm just saying, it sucks. And being here in California, like I'm seeing it, I'm just like, whoa, this is wild. Like, is there hope? Is there hope?
No, there's not.
I feel like if you
know that
Take a moment to pray.
Hold on, go ahead, Keely. You're gonna.
So I feel like if you go into it with honesty, like a lot of people on their dating profiles, they'll put like, oh, I want this,
Posture.
and this.
There you go.
So I have scoliosis, so I have really
yeah,
bad
it's all
posture.
good. I just don't want the mic to block your face,
yeah.
but go ahead.
So I feel like if you're honest, like completely open, a lot of people will put whatever the hell they want on their bio, be like, oh, I want this, I'm looking for this, this, and this, you know, and then when you talk to them, I feel like, how do these people not know like boundaries and stuff? And they're like, oh, I don't feel comfortable talking about this, this, and this. What if he doesn't like this? Just be straight up and tell him what you're looking for in a relationship. And if that's not them, move on to somebody else. You know?
Fair enough. And also, just to kind of circle this back to our previous conversation where we were kind of talking about, I think someone was mentioning something about, well, the woman being the breadwinner. I think it stemmed from you taking care of all your 3 girlfriends. So Keely, would you say you're the breadwinner in your relationship?
Definitely, yeah. But my boyfriend does make money too. Like he sells pedals and guitars, and so we both make money. But obviously, like I make a lot more just because my industry and he's not in that industry. So
right. And just to recap, you're engaged.
Yeah.
You've been seeing your boyfriend for 5 years.
Yeah.
But you're a stripper.
Yep.
And you do OnlyFans, and then do you do traditional adult content too? Okay. And so because of your work in the adult industry, you are the breadwinner in your relationship.
Yes,
and
that's correct.
And you're fine with it.
I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Okay.
For how long?
Well, when we first met, like I know it's unconditional and we love each other because we're so comfortable around each other. Like we literally fart around each other sometimes. Like when you're so comfortable, like for real though, you gotta be human. Okay, like when you live with somebody, you're so comfortable. Like that's important to be comfortable.
Don't live with your girl. Don't live with your girl. She's gonna start farting and shit.
Of like,
I'm just saying, like
the relationship getting complacent from there. Like if you're doing things like that, I think there's some things that you just shouldn't.
Well, because like we met when we first met, we were both like. So like when we first met, we were both doing like retail. He was a lifeguard. I was working at like, waitressing and grocery stores and all that. So like when we both met, we were like dead broke, and we knew like our situations when we first met. Like I would have like when I first met him, I was never like I was very goody, very shy, and I never thought I would be doing the work that I'm doing today. But I'm glad I did because